Hi, everyone. Hope you're staying safe and healthy. My name is Joyce Huang, and I work with MidTown Cleveland, community development organizations that helping to spearhead this initiative.
I'm Michelle Bandy-Zalatoris. I'm a city planner and urban designer with City Architecture, an architecture and planning firm in Cleveland.
So I'm here to give a little bit of an overview of the initiative. You're looking at a beautiful aerial of the Hough neighborhood and League Park right in the center. We are really excited because this is an opportunity to design an update to the East 66th Street corridor from Euclid Avenue to Superior Avenue. And we're really striving to create a new model for street design and construction. Typically, streets will go straight to City Hall with some engineering drawings and then roll out the asphalt and concrete. But we really feel that it's important to include community voices to make sure that the design truly benefits the community. And after an initial round of community engagement, we heard that the values of justice, equity, peace, and economic empowerment were really, really important values to the success of this street. And so we have integrated that into a vision for this street and this design. I want to share a little bit about the history of the street as well. So back in 2012, there was a plan created called the League Park TLCI, which is short for Transportation for Livable Communities Initiative. Unfortunately, that plan sat on the shelf for many years. Then fast forward to 2017, Councilman Bashir Jones started to gather community development leaders, stakeholders on the street, and residents to really start seriously talking about how to get East 66th Street and focus our efforts and resources on this area. Then last year, there were a bunch of announcements, including new neighbors like the Cleveland Foundation and the Hough Public Library, that really gave a lot more fuel to this conversation. So now we're at a point where we're ready to move forward with design and to get construction going in the next year, which is amazing. I'd like to share a little bit about the project team. It is more than just me and Michelle. It includes people from many, many different backgrounds and gifts and skills. Includes planners, urban planners and designers, includes architects, includes leaders from the public sector like Councilman Jones and Director Freddie Collier from City Planning, and also includes two artists, Lexi Lattimore and Daniel Gray Contar, who are spearheading a community-based arts planning initiative as well as community engagement. And then we also wanted to share a little bit about our advisory committee shown here. This is a group of people that have been gathering more or less since 2017 to discuss the future. And even though many of these are critical stakeholders and institutional leaders, it's really, really important to hear from community members and residents as well as the general public. So this meeting is meant for you to get an update and provide your feedback. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Michelle to speak a little bit more about the existing conditions.
Thank you, Joyce. As Joyce mentioned, this initiative is focused on implementation, building from the 2012 Park District Plan. It includes a streetscape plan that will lead to construction in the next few years. It is a goal of this project to develop designs for a 21st century street, a new city standard. We are currently in the part of the project that focuses on working with the community to develop design ideas, and this is critical for making sure that community priorities are continued through the next phases of engineering and construction. Existing conditions along the street include a range of uses: new and historic buildings, housing, institutions, and commercial spaces. In addition to the existing assets along the corridor, a series of new investments are planned for the area. As such, East 66th Street will continue to play an important role in connecting the community. Through this project, we have been asked to develop a new prototype for neighborhood streets in the city of Cleveland. To us, this means more than concrete and asphalt. If these streets are truly going to serve our residents, they must incorporate ideas of heritage, community, helpful new technology, healthy environments, beautiful design, and justice. Through our conversations with the community, we recognize this is not just about rebuilding a street. It's about creating a national model public space that connects in new ways while promoting social justice and equity. So how do we get there? Let's start with the current conditions. The corridor is approximately 1 mile from Superior Avenue to the north to Euclid Avenue to the south. There are 2 driving lanes and on-street parking. In some locations, the sidewalks are missing, limiting access for residents. This opportunity to rebuild East 66th Street enables us to think of new ideas for the look and feel of the street. To develop a streetscape design together, it's important to think about the parts of the streetscape. These are the basic elements. The right-of-way. That's the public space set aside for movement and utilities. The roadway, sidewalks, and on-street parking. There are details that address safety, like streetlights and crosswalks, curb ramps, ways to help people move in and across traffic, as well as tree lawns and landscaping that can contribute to community health and help with traffic calming. Opportunities to support other movement within the street corridor, including bikes and buses, as well as the utilities that serve the street. Streets can and should include elements that reflect the community, and this is often done through street furniture, signage and wayfinding, and public art. We will be pulling all of these ideas together in a manner that improves the public right-of-way and that does not require taking any private property. Our work together will help us envision a design that supports the neighborhood with accessible, safe, and beautiful spaces. We have several opportunities for involvement in this design process, including the upcoming meetings listed below. There is also a link to a survey listed in the text below if you would like to share your thoughts and ideas. We welcome them all. Thank you so much for joining us.